Yo, it's about Carter Chris WCC, man. I'm back in the bit with another extra video, man. How y'all been? Hope you been well. I've been taking care of yourself, love me some, man. Staying out the way. Doing you. Be the best person you can be. You know what I'm saying? Meditating, journaling, doing, you feel me? Whatever makes you happy. And continue to do that. You feel me? Always love yourself. Look within and continue to be the best person. Today we got Action Films. Shout out to him. Today we got why you wouldn't survive one day in World War Z. And this is gonna be an amazing video because World War Z zombies, I feel like it's World War Z top three. Damn, there's a lot of type of zombies out there, I ain't gonna lie. Cause are we talking about like, well, World War Z is technically a game too, but it was a movie before a game. Cause I feel like top five, no order, probably be World War Z, I Am Legend. If we doing gaming too, I'll say 28 Days Later. I know it's not a game, but them 28 Days zombies are crazy. Last of Us, and probably I just started most Dying Light. Dying Light zombies would be crazy too. You feel me? I feel like Dying Light zombies. Well, it's certain types for real. And them I don't know if I'm saying the volatites. I don't know if I'm saying. I'm probably butchering the fuck out of them. But them hoes, oh my god! I've recently been playing Dying Light 1, and man, bruh, Dying Light 1 is so much scarier than the second game. I never knew that shit. Cause the fact that you can actually see them on the map, and there's nothing wrong with you not being able to see them on the second one. I like that shit. You kind of make it even scarier, but it's the fact that it's way more than on the second game. I mean, than on the first game. I mean, than on the second game. I'm tripping, y'all. My fault. I just woke up. But yeah, I need to play the third one, but I haven't got to it yet. I feel like that game be hard too. But yeah, without further ado, man, it's really Last of Us zombies crazy too. Man, it's really a hell of types of zombies out there. But yeah, man, let's get to this bang. Shout out to him, man. Go check him out. Let's do it.
Everybody, welcome back. So today I'm gonna tell you exactly why you wouldn't last 24 hours in the zombie apocalypse from World War Z. And I'm not saying this to roast you. I'm saying it based on cold, hard facts, because here's what we're going to cover. We're talking about a zombie horde that moves faster than anything you've seen on The Walking Dead.
Facts. Then they climb up walls too, all type of shit. Like, these niggas probably could climb up a skyscraper. Like, real shit. You know how crazy they'll be to see?
Talking about a transformation so fast it makes rabies look like a head cold. We're talking about why your bug out plan, your AR-15, your prepper pantry, and your I grew up hunting deer in rural Georgia confidence, none of it would be enough. If you're into this kind of content, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell. Let's start with the speed of this thing. In the film, everything kicks off seemingly contained. A few weird reports, some local incidents, and then in under 24 hours, entire cities are completely overrun. Philadelphia, where Jerry and his family are stuck in gridlock, goes from a normal morning commute to a full-scale war zone in minutes. Think about that. You're sitting in traffic on I-95, you've got your coffee, the radio's on, kids in the back seat. Suddenly, there's commotion up ahead. People running, screaming, car crashes, and what do? Be honest, you grab your phone, you try to pull up Twitter or Instagram to see what's happening. You text your buddy, yo, you seeing this? You maybe even start recording to post it. Those 5, 10, 15 seconds of hesitation, that's your death sentence right there. Because by the time you realize this is real, you are surrounded. This isn't the slow shuffle of Romero's zombies where you can literally walk backwards to safety. These things sprint, they move in packs, they hit like a wave, and they don't stop. Here's where World War Z separates itself from almost every other zombie property you've ever consumed: the collective behavior of the infected. These aren't individuals, they're essentially a super organism. They stack on top of each other, they climb each other like a ladder, they pile up until they've become a living battering ram against whatever obstacle is in their way. The Jerusalem sequence, that wall was massive. Israeli engineers built it fast and built it tall, and those zombies scaled it anyway, because enough of them piled on. Think about that for a second. A 60-foot wall, and the answer was just more bodies. You might be thinking, okay, I'll just lock myself in the house, hunker down, wait it out. That's the move, right? Classic zombie movie logic. Wrong. For 3 reasons. 1, these things are drawn to sound, and a city in full panic is the loudest thing on earth. Car alarms, gunfire, screaming. You're not hiding from that noise. You're swimming in it. 2, they don't quit, they don't sleep, they don't get bored and wander off. They will stand at your door for days. 3, and this is the big one. You don't have enough supplies. Let's do a real quick exercise. Open your fridge mentally right now. How long could you actually survive on what you've got in there? A week, maybe 2 if you stretch it. And water? How much water do you have stored? Most American households have maybe 3 or 4 days of food, and water for even less than that. But I'd go to Walmart or Costco first thing. Sure, and so would every single other person in your zip code. We've seen what Americans do when there's a snowstorm warning. The bread and milk shelves are empty in 2 hours.
You seen what happened when 19 happened? Niggas stealing all the toilet paper. Like, yeah, man. I'm not wishing this, but this shit was to happen, bro. Like, it'll be over with, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Some people, man, cooked. No cap. The fact that it's tracked by sound, too, you can't make up. So it's basically like a Quiet Place mixed with fucking 28 Days Later type of zombies, bro.
Apply that by the literal end of civilization, the bulk stores get hit immediately. There's no orderly checkout line. It's every man for himself. And whoever gets there in the first 10 minutes takes everything. Gun shops, same deal. Gone in an hour. Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's, the local pawn shop, everything worth taking is gone before you even get off your street. But let's say you actually did prep. Let's say you're one of those guys who's been building a bug-out pantry since 2015. You've got MREs, water filtration tablets, a generator, a Mossberg 500 in the closet. Good for you, genuinely. Now sit alone in your house for 2 weeks. No internet, it's down, no power, it's been cut. Cell towers are dead, so your phone is just a flashlight. You can hear things happening outside. You don't know if your mom in Cleveland is alive. You don't know if FEMA is coming. You don't know anything. The human brain was not designed for that kind of sustained, high-stakes isolation. We've seen this in real life. People lose it during hurricanes, during ice storms, during COVID lockdowns, and those weren't even real apocalypses. Military personnel, trained, conditioned, psychologically vetted, break down in sustained high-stress scenarios. Jerry Lane in this film stays functional because he spent years in actual war zones for the UN. He's had to make impossible calls under fire before. He has a reference point for horror, and even he nearly dies multiple times. You and me, we've never had to decide who lives and who gets left behind. We've never had to watch someone turn in 10 seconds. We have no reference point for any of this, and that gap would kill us. Let's talk about the most terrifying detail in the entire film, the transformation timeline. 10 to 12 seconds. That's how long it takes from the moment of a bite to the moment you are no longer yourself. There are no dramatic last words. No tearful goodbye, no heroic, go on without me. The person just switches, mid-sentence, mid-step. That completely destroys the logic of group survival. In The Walking Dead, someone gets bit, they've got time to confess, to say goodbye, to make the choice to separate. In World War Z, by the time you've registered that your buddy got nicked on the arm while you were running, he's already turning. You help him up, you keep running. In 3 seconds, you stop trusting anyone who makes contact with the infected. You start treating everyone around you as a potential threat. And the moment your group fractures into paranoia, you're done. The Jerusalem sequence is the most fascinating part of this entire film for me, because it shows us the most organized, most prepared government response to the outbreak we see anywhere in the movie, and it still fails spectacularly. They got the intel early, they built the wall fast, they had a system, they were bringing in survivors in a controlled way. For a minute, it actually looked like it might work. And then someone started singing. A celebration. People on the wall singing, making noise, broadcasting their location to every infected creature within miles. And the horde came. They piled up and over that wall like water over a levee. Like what happened to New Orleans during Katrina. Except instead of floodwater, it was 100,000 sprinting, climbing bodies. The lesson is brutal. There is no fail-safe against human error. You can have the best bunker in Montana, 6 months of freeze-dried food, a generator, an armory that would make a National Guard depot jealous. And all it takes is one person making one noise at the wrong moment, and everything collapses. People under extreme stress make mistakes. It is physiologically unavoidable. Your cortisol is through the roof. Your decision making is impaired. Your hands are shaking. You will mess up. And in World War Z, one mess up is terminal. One of the tensest sequences in the film happens when Jerry is flying back from Jerusalem and a stowaway infected is loose on the plane, 10,000 feet in the air, in a metal tube doing 600 miles.
Like, imagine being on a plane with that shit. You're literally cooked. Like, unless you have a parachute on some shit, unless you can do a cheat code on some GTA 5 shit, it's over with. You're done. It's literally no saving you on that damn, like, you know what I'm saying? That is so crazy to me. Like, oh my God.
An hour with nowhere to go. The solution they arrive at is to blow a hole in the fuselage and decompress the cabin to flush the infected out. Which, sure, it works, and it is insane that Jerry even thought of it under that pressure. But here's the real point of that scene. There is no safe space in World War Z. Not the air, not the sea, not a military base, not a fortified compound. Anywhere you think you've got control, one infected gets through, one mistake is made, and you're back at zero. Except now, you're at 10,000 feet. The film's finale at the WHO facility in Wales shows us something really important about what survival in this world actually looks like on its best day. The building is partially overrun. Infected are loose in the hallways, and Jerry has to navigate through it to reach a specific lab. He's not running. He's barely breathing. He moves inches at a time, uses whatever's around him, climbs over railings to avoid stepping on floors where the sound could carry, and even with all of that extraordinary care, he almost dies, multiple times. The key discovery he makes is brilliant. The infected ignore hosts who are critically ill or terminally sick. They're selecting for healthy carriers that can spread the virus effectively. So the working theory becomes, if you make yourself appear terminally ill, the infected won't bother you. That's the first real hope in the film. But think about what it means on a survival level. The best camouflage you can wear in this apocalypse is looking like you're already dying. That is not a comfortable world to live in. Here's a stat that researchers have pulled from actual human disaster response studies. Roughly 80% of people in sudden high crisis situations freeze. They go into shock. They cannot make rapid decisions. Only 10 to 15% of people maintain functional decision-making under extreme acute stress. Apply that to the World War Z outbreak scenario, and you're looking at 8 out of every 10 people dead in the first few minutes. Not because they were weaker or dumber, but because the human nervous system is not wired for this kind of instant, total chaos. And even if you're in that 10 to 15% who stay sharp, you still have to deal with everything else. Speed of the infected, instant transformation, total infrastructure collapse, limited ammo, no hospitals, no 911, no FEMA riding in to save you. Just you. Whatever you grabbed and whatever decisions you make in real time with zero margin for error. This isn't The Walking Dead where you can build Alexandria and catch your breath. This is a world where the ground never stops moving under your feet. There's a reason Jerry Lane survives, and it's not just skill, it's luck. He's in the right place at the right time, repeatedly. He knows the right people. He gets help when he needs it. Take away 2 or 3 of those lucky breaks and he's dead. You and I, we don't have those connections. We're not former UN field operatives. We don't have a Navy aircraft carrier waiting for our call. We don't get the lucky breaks. And here's the thing that nobody wants to say out loud in these conversations. Surviving an apocalypse like this isn't just about being tougher or smarter or better prepared. It's about luck. It's about geography. Were you in rural Idaho when it started, or were you in downtown Atlanta? It's about timing. Did you get out in hour 1, or were you stuck in gridlock traffic on I-285? The variables are stacked against you, against all of us. People always say, I'd do better than those characters, and every single time I ask, have you ever had to make a decision where the wrong choice means someone you love dies in 10 seconds? Have you ever had to choose between helping a stranger and saving yourself? Because I promise you, when you see a kid alone on the side of the road or an old man who can't keep up, your instinct is going to be to help. It's human, it's good. And in World War Z, it will get you killed. that's gonna do it for today, everybody. If this video made you rethink your zombie survival confidence, good. That was the point. Drop a like if you're feeling humbled, subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown, and tell me in the comments, do you still think you'd make it? What's your survival plan? And let me know what film you want me to tear apart next. Until then, stay sharp, stay skeptical, and remember, when the outbreak starts, most of us are already done.
Man, that was a crazy video. Should I action? Yes. That will be a crazy film. I said crazy film, but crazy reality. So at the end of the day, man, most people are in the populated areas, city areas, or like he says, based on luck, man. Like, depending on where you at, depending on where you spawned at in this reality, nigga, you're cooked. You are cooked. Only people that will necessarily really survive is if the people that's already off the grid, you know what I'm saying, in the forest areas and the wildlands where they have natural stuff, you know what I'm saying. But if you're in the populated areas, it's definitely gonna be hard to fucking navigate, especially when the majority of every damn thing makes sound. Like, you feel me? You have to make sound to even navigate and live, you know what I'm saying, and try to eat all this type of shit. So it was gonna be definitely hard. I feel like other than that, unless you live like a skyscraper or you're on the top of a building, my nigga, even though they can climb, you just can't make too much noise, my nigga. But shit, still though, like, hey, that is a crazy situation to live in. But hey, man, it's your boy Cardi Chris. Him and stop. I can't even talk. It's your boy Cardi Chris. Him was just about the video. Just give me a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. It's your boy Cardi Chris. WCC. I'm out the video. Y'all stay safe, man. I love y'all. See you next time, man. I'm out.